Welcome back, folks, to another rebuild, and we're going to the Spanish Giants Barcelona due to a request down in the comments in the previous videos. Barcelona have won the La Liga last season, the first time in 4 seasons. They have won it 11 times over the past 23 seasons, so it's not even one every 2, in fact. So they are struggling on that sense. Obviously being dominated by Real Madrid, which incidentally between Real Madrid and Barcelona themselves since the 1950s have accumulated 61 La Liga wins. Only 26 of them belong to Barcelona. We're here to change that as well. And also the Champions League, one final in the last 12 seasons, that being the win in 2014-15. So we've got quite a lot of work to do. We're going to try and get them back to the pinnacle of this La Liga, which some people may argue shouldn't be too hard. However, we want to dominate, and also we want to dominate in Europe as well. So we're going to be taking over the next 5 seasons to try and win as many trophies as we can. We have got a £2 million transfer budget. That's probably because all the transfers have been done, so we may be able to wiggle room some more, or we'll see what there is out there. But for £2 million, I doubt very much we would be able to get anything from that. A massive wage budget as well. And having enjoyed the greatest era in the 2010s, won the UEFA Champions League on 5 occasions, finishing runners-up on 3, winning the Spanish top division 27 times. So obviously it's not been updated, so 27 time must have been last season's. So 27 out of 62 then between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Champions League, as I say, 2015 was the last time, and lots of other trophies there as well. Massive amount of trophies they boast, of which 94 competition wins. That's massive. They are predicted to finish in 2nd position. However, this season they're not doing too great. Surprise leaders Girona. What a season they are having. Only losing the 1 game so far. Only conceding 24, but scoring 46, the league's leading goal scorers. Barcelona way down in 4th position, 8 points behind. We're going to see if we can do better at least in the first season. This is an interesting formation. So their favoured formation, I guess, is it? And the best players, Lewandowski, João Felix, Pedri, Xavi. We've got De Jong, Romeo, Cancelo, Araujo, Koundé, Roberto and ter Stegen. It's a brilliant side. Joan Laporta, the chairperson, they want us to play attacking football, obviously, play possession football, entertaining football and sign high reputation players. Give me the budget and we can do that. End of the current season, win the division, challenge for the Spanish Cup and reach the latter stages of the Champions League. Well, we want to be winning them year upon year if we can. The following season, win the Champions League. You've read my mind. Continue to win the 1st division and work towards becoming the most reputable team in Europe. So first looking at the staffing, it looks okay. There's still a lot of coaches and staff to pick up as well. Same with the recruitment. I mean, we're well above average. Are we the best? 2nd, yeah, I guess so. And we've got the best sports science people, medical wise. That's great. And 2nd best physios. Okay. Finances, 38 million in the red. Overspending on wages, 25% of the transfer revenue. I doubt very much we'll be doing any business whatsoever. So the biggest question is debt. Still got £500 million left. And £665 million in the red. So ideally we would like to reduce that. I'm sure that will be reduced once we start winning competitions. Quick look at the squad then. Who have we got? Lewandowski, 34-year-old striker. I mean, he's still going strong. Looks absolutely amazing stats-wise. 20 determination. Wow. Finishing 90. Flipping heck. That's yeah, we're not getting rid of him anytime soon, unless the Saudis decide they want to come in and spend a lot of money. Gundogan as well, 32 years old. So some of these players will need replacing. £26 million. Araujo, is he the centre back? I'd like to say he is. He is. 24 years old. I do like him and he looks really good. A player we can definitely build around. He'll be here for the duration, I would have thought. Ter Stegen, 31. In his prime. Frankie de Jong, 26 years old. Again, another player we want to hang on to as long as possible. It's only 26 years old as well. Xavi as well. 18 years old. And yeah, we'll definitely be playing around him, building the team around him. a cam position for this youngster. João Felix, he's on loan, I think, isn't he? He's only 23 years old. He would be a perfect striker option. Him and Lewandowski up front, that would be quite something. Maybe if any of you that have watched the Hearts rebuild that I did last week, we went quite attacking, like a 3-5 prong attack up front. I mean, 2 forwards and 3 of them attacking. Wingers, really, but I would have liked to have used shadow strikers and cam positions. But yeah, I mean, definitely something we can definitely use. 130 grand a week. He was only here till next season, but again, £60 million. I doubt very much there'll be any money in the pot next season for him. Baldy, is he left-hand side? He is. I mean, he looks pretty good as well. 19 years old. Again, we're looking at the younger players. Pedri, definitely somebody who can play in the midfield or cam position or out on the wings even. Only 20 years old. Cancelo, left or right back, 29 years old unfortunately, but again another few years left in him at least. We've got Kunde as well, 24 years old, central defender. Him and Arujo at the back, superb I would have thought. Got some time on him as well, 24 years old. Christensen, another defender. We've got Ansu Fati. He's out on loan, actually. Minimum release clause, 857 million. Okay. Can't wait to have him back. Langlet as well. Central defender. Any more youngsters? Yamal. Winger. Bags of potential there. Wow. We have got Rafinha. Where's he? Is he gone somewhere? And loads of other players as well. Have we got any in the under-19s that we could possibly pick up? Darvic and Kubasi. Okay, fair enough. B team. Doesn't look like we have. I mean, there's a couple of 20-year-olds in there. Yeah, they're not looking that great though, to be honest. Food for thought. Right, let's have a mess around with this. See what we've got transfer-wise. In fact, did they do any business? So these are coming in next season. Pedrola and Victor Roque. Ah, okay, another replay. We might not need to go for another striker. Rogue's not bad at all. 12 in 24. Look forward to that next season then. In 25 million, 2.6 million. What's the history of this? Wow, okay. 3.9 million pound. A lot of on loans. Dembele, 43 million pound to PSG. And Kessie's gone to Saudi for 10.75. Trincao, he's gone to Sporting. I'm surprised at that. I would have hung on to him. We might bring him back. Right, okay, let's have a look at the formation and then we'll see what we can do transfer-wise. But I doubt very much we will be able to bring anybody in. Nothing happened over the summer. We didn't have any money left, so we've gone with whatever transfers have been made already. So the only players we'll be locking in is Kunde, Xavi and Yamal. Yamal is 16 years old. He looks pretty good and I believe he needs to be given the chance. Despite the fact he's 16 years old, if he can grow into this role, then I'll be more than happy. He's played 4 games for us already. He's got an assist to his name and 2 goals in the friendlies. So that's even better. So big improvements. He's got good technique, flair, determination. Physicals look really nice as well. So if we pick our best 11, they all disappear. Rafinha comes in, Gundogan and Christensen. So hence why we locked those players in. But that is our best side currently. And our season has got off to a good start. 3 wins from 3. Getafe, Valencia and Villarreal. With Lewandowski scoring a hat-trick in the last game. 3-1. We are currently lying 3rd in the table. 3 for 3. Behind Atletico Madrid, who beat Real Madrid. And Real Atletico lost to Hispales, who are unbeaten as well. We've drawn Manchester United, AC Milan and Marseille in the Champions League. I'd like to say we should be able to get out of that group, but don't know what sort of Manchester side you're going to be coming up against. And AC Milan, it's a hit and miss on that one as well. But we should beat Marseille. And we have been predicted to finish in 2nd position, 2-1 favourites to win the league behind Real Madrid, who are obviously evens. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the Dream 11. That's a pretty good start. No Xavi or Pedri in there either. That's disappointing. But Bellingham, Modric, Vinicius, yeah, you can see why they're not there just yet. But there will be. We want to dominate that as well. So let's simulate our first season. We want the league. We want the Champions League. and then we could start thinking about bringing bigger players in. The first season is over and we win La Liga. We've done it again. 3 points from Real Madrid. Very, very close in the end. 5 games lost. Atletico Bilbao, Alves, Las Palmas and Granada. The last 3 games, I mean, they're all away from home though. And the away draws as well. Real Madrid, Vigo and Vallecano. So that means we've won all our home games. That's phenomenal. 92 goals scored, only 29 conceded. Atletico Madrid only conceded 18 goals. That's trophy number 1 for us. Now the question is, did we win any other trophies? And we've won the Spanish Super Cup. Is that classed as a trophy? I guess it is. We beat Real Madrid 1-0. The Champions League, we get knocked out at the group stage. Wow. I didn't expect that, it has to be said. Where did we finish in the group stage? So the bottom of the group. We didn't even win a game. Wow. I mean, Champions League is one of the trophies I do want to win, but wow. Drew for United, Marseille twice and AC Milan, and then we lost to... I mean, they've been pretty close. But that is poor. Were they all home games? No, we did lose a home game. That was to AC Milan. That's really poor. Man City beat Salzburg in the final. Wow. And we also get knocked out in the 4th round to Zaragoza in the Spanish Cup. And that was 4-3 after extra time. That is so disappointing. That I did not expect. And who went on to win that? Real Madrid. Of course they did. Squad-wise though, let's have a quick look. So 44 goals by Lewandowski. I mean, he's 35 years old. He's still got another year left on his contract. He's going to be irreplaceable, especially with the amount of goals he scored there. 15 and 12 for Rafinha. He played a lot of games actually. So where's Yamal? He only played 27 games. How so? Did he get injured? Let's have a quick look. History, injuries. That's an awful lot of injuries. 5 months there, major. Broken lower leg. He's not going to be the same after that, is he? 5 months he was out. That's from October. And then he was out for 3 weeks with shin splints. Maybe we worked him too hard. 10 and 6 for João Felix. He goes back this season. We have got Roque coming in anyway, so we do have a replacement. Cello, 4 and 2, not really contributing that much, really. Again, struggled for game time. Did he have any injuries as well? Well, looks like he did. A fair bit of injuries, actually. Quite injury prone. Koundé, 4 goals and 2. Xavi, 3 and 10 assists. 14 assists for Baldy as well. And the goalkeeper, Stegen, 46 goals conceded in 48 with 21 clean sheets. Yeah, he's probably the reason we finished top as well, actually, to be fair. 2 trophies won. And we've been given £20 million going into next season. And a little bit of wiggle room on the wages. Probably about 600,000 a week. Is that? Could well be. 25% of the transfer revenue, though, to be fair. Let's see if we can increase the percentage revenue. Yes, please. And debts, has that come down? It's up to £777 million. Overall debt's come down 454 now. Or has it? I don't know now. The numbers look the same. With the arrival of Vitor Roque, £25.5 million. The transfer was already done and dusted before we started the save, and he joins us this season as a forward. He's got plenty of potential. Looks really good. Finishing looks really superb actually. We did play him in some of the friendlies. We had him leading the line as opposed to Lewandowski. But 3 goals in 4 games. I think he'll be the perfect replacement, I think, for Lewandowski. But he still needs a lot of growing. And unfortunately, that forward line is going to be blank. And Lewandowski is probably going to start ahead of him. We also bring in a right back, Bellanova from Torino, I think it was. Yeah, £11.5 million. He's played 4 games for us already. An assist and a 7.43 so far. Looks really good actually. Very pacey and very quick. Can dribble, cross. And he's going to be playing as our complete wing back on the right hand side. And finally, from Salzburg for £21 million, I decided to bring in another centre back. We did lose Alfonso Alonso. He went, I think it was only £5.5 million actually, and because our revenue was only 25% or 40%, we managed to get it increased. We only got half that money, not even that. So We really didn't make much money of the players that we're trying to offload. We tried to offload some of the older players, Alonso being one of them. And yeah, we weren't really getting much money for them. But we bring in Strahina Pavlovic, Serbian centre-back, very strong. He jumps ahead of Christensen, but Kunde and Arujo can probably ahead of him at the moment. But the three of them won't have any quarrels or who starts, because they're probably just as good as each other. And we've got Eric Garcia there as well, sitting in the back as well. So for this season, we're locking in Fati on the left-hand side, Xavi and Balanova. Other than that, the formation stays the same, except that we're bringing Gavi as a Mazzella role this time around, and Belanova's changed to a complete wing-back on attack on the right-hand side. So far, so good. We've had a couple of testimonials. Roberto, 2-1 victory over Fenerbahce. Borussia Mönchengladbach, we win 5-1 into Stegen's testimonial. And then we had 4 games in the league, of which we played Villarreal, Granada, Real Hispales and Almeria, of which we beat. Champions League phase, we have been drawn against Marseille, who we did do pretty well against last season. Liverpool, Salzburg, Galatasaray, Arsenal, Man City, Fiorentina and Varanvaros as well. Current line, top of the table, 4 for 4, along with Alves and Atletico Madrid. With Real Madrid, do my eyes deceive me? I can't see Real Madrid. Wow, they're right down near the bottom. They're 16th, in fact. No wins from 3, 2 draws, Levante and Bilbao, and they lost to Atletico Madrid again. And the season preview, well, we're still second favourites behind Real Madrid, but if there's anything's last season to go by, I think we'll storm it this time round, fingers crossed. But again, we're looking for trophies and dominating Spain. So let's simulate our second season and see how we get on. Season 2 comes to a close and we're champions once again. A cracking 8 points clear of Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid did quite well in the end and they finished, wow, nearly 20 points. 19 points behind us in the end. Wow. They did relatively well considering they did draw 2 and lost 1 right at the very beginning. In the end, yeah, we beat them in the end, so that's good. We lost 2 games, losing twice to Atletico Madrid. That could have nearly cost us. But it's Champions League once again for us as champions. But wow, look, 94 points. I think that's 1 better than last season. It is, yes, by 1 point. But 102 goals scored, 31 against. Still a lot more than Atletico Madrid. And even Real San Sebastian and Real Madrid. Them 3 teams below us conceded less. We need to be doing better, but we did score considerably more. Lewandowski finishes off with 41 goals this season. I tell you what, he's going to be so difficult to replace when we come to replace him. Belanova, 11 assists, and Lewandowski, best player in the league. And he also gets joint 7 player of the match awards. Good to see Xavi's not in the yellow cards. That's nice. And we don't have Ter Stegen in the clean sheets. That's crazy. But the question is, did we win anything else? No, we didn't. Spanish Super Cup become runners up in the end, losing to Atletico Madrid on penalties. Wow, they really did a number on us this season. We lost to Real Madrid in the Spanish Cup semi-final 3-2, losing the second leg 2-0. Who went on to win that one then? Atletico Madrid again. Wow, they're on it with the domestic cups, aren't they? And the Champions League round of 16, losing to Dortmund 4-2 after the 2 legs. Wow, did we go in the knockouts? No, so we did qualify straight away out of the league phase. We finished second. We lost 1 game and that was to Liverpool. We drew Man City and beat Ferencváros, Fiorentina, Arsenal, Galatasaray, Salzburg and Marseille. And we didn't progress. Who went and won it in the end? It was Liverpool over Dortmund. Wow. You just can't write it, can you? So, season 2, that's 3 trophies now won. Let's have a look at the squad then. Who scored the most goals, or do we need ask? Lewandowski, 52 from 51. Wow. The guy is just an absolute beast. Is he retiring anytime soon? I hope not. He's wanted. He's not worth it. It's not worth selling him at all. If he keeps putting them figures in, wow. 16 and 17 for Rafinha, doing well. Fatty, 15 and 12, coming back from his loan spell. He's only 22. Pedri, 12 and 7. 11 and 13 for Xavi as well. 7 and 5 for Torre, who's out on loan actually. 14 assists for Bellanova. That's fantastic. And 12 assists for Baldy. Our two wing backs are doing really well. And only 51 conceded and 21 clean sheets once again for ter Stegen. For this next season, we have been given £40 million to spend. We are 147 in the red, but once all the sponsorship money comes in, that will reduce, and we're down to £538 million as well, debt-wise. 350 million there, but £40 million in the transfer window for next season. So we'll start off with a few outs first. So a few players going out on a free. Pradas, Prem, Sergio Roberto has gone to Brighton on a free. We do so Andreas Christensen to Inter Milan for £35 million. And Oriol Romeu, he's gone to Al Shabab for up to £7 million. And also out the door is Lenglet. He's gone to Leicester for 14 as well. That still didn't leave that much money out of that we sold off, because I think we only got about 55% of the revenue now. It has gone up, but not by an awful lot. So my first signing for £50 million from PSG is Randall Kolo Muani. We're looking for a replacement for Lewandowski. We've managed to get another year out of him, so as long as he keeps putting it away and keeps giving us trophies, I'll be quite happy with that. But he is going on to 37 now, but Muani's 26. He looks pretty solid as well. Physicals, I can't argue with that at all. He's not that far off Lewandowski, I don't think. Although some of the stats are pretty low, but some of them are going up slightly. He's got 14 finishing as well. It's pretty good. 6'2" as well, and he's very, very quick. And we did have a little bit of money left, £20 million. I wasn't going to spend it. I thought it'd be rather stupid if I didn't. There wasn't really much out there, and the players that you generally look at are looking at over 100 to 200 million pounds to sign, and we just cannot afford that. 20 million pound didn't really go a long way, but we managed to find Mads Bidstrup to sit in the either DM or midfield, I think as a backup player at least anyway, behind Frankie de Jong. Gundogan we're trying to offload now. He is 34, 35 now, but I think we managed to get him for another year. Eric Garcia can play there as well, Xavi obviously. But we could do with another couple of midfielders, but again, money is a problem. So far, it hasn't gone too bad. We started off with a 1-0 win over Valencia. Pedri scoring the goal for that one. Then Pamplona, we absolutely smashed them 7-0. Rafinha with a hat-trick. Lewandowski with 2. Pedri and Xavi with the others. Then we lost to Real Madrid. That was a poor result. Despite equalising through Lewandowski in the 43rd, we conceded right before half-time, and Tchouaméni gets the 85th minute goal as well to make it 3-1 and more convincing for them. So not happy about that result, but there's still a long way to go. And then we thrashed Cadiz 5-0. Rafinha, Baldi, Pedri and Lewandowski again. The Champions League, we have been drawn against Benfica, Manchester City, Feyenoord, Young Boys, Arsenal, PSG, Marseille and Ferencváros. So I would expect us to go through there. Hopefully we'll have a better campaign than we did last season. We're currently lying in 3rd position because of that one loss. Real Madrid are just above us by a point. Almeria are top of the table, 4 for 4, beating Granada, Atletico Bilbao, Cadiz and Pamplona. Pamplona, I'm guessing they're bottom of the table. 4 out of 4 losses, minus 14 already. Obviously, that's 7-0 impacting them quite heavily. On the season preview, we are favourites to win the league. After winning the league for the past 2 seasons, we're 64. We've gone ahead of Real Madrid now, who are 95. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the Dream 11. The other 4 coming from Real Madrid. So let's get into our 3rd season. Let's see if we can pick up some more trophies, including that elusive Champions League if we can. Season 3 has come to a close, and once again we are champions for the 3rd season in a row in this takeover. We win it by 2 points from Real Madrid, considering we were 3 points behind. I think we were 1 point behind Real Madrid. Where's Almeria? They were top at one point. Wow, they finished in 8th position, some way off the pace, 37 points behind ourselves and Real Madrid, as you would expect. Run away with the league once again, and 31 wins, is that the most we've won so far? That's the least we've conceded so far, I think 28, but still Real Madrid 25 conceded. That's insane. Let's see if we've won any other trophies, and by golly, what a season we've had. We've won the Super Cup and we've won the Spanish Cup. That's 6 trophies so far this takeover. We get beaten in the Champions League, however, by Arsenal in the semi-final, and it was 1-0 in the end. Real Madrid were in the other semi-final and they lost to Man City 4-2 overall. So who won it out of the English clubs? Arsenal on penalties. How did we do in the group? Well, we finished top of the group stage with Liverpool. We beat PSG 5-2 and Benfica 4-0, but we drew with Arsenal and Man City, obviously the 2 finalists. So it's no surprise really in the end. But we did draw with Arsenal though. We just could not beat them. The Spanish Cup. Who did we beat in the final? We beat Almeria 2-1 after extra time. And the Super Cup, we beat Atletico Madrid, and that was on penalties. So all very close. It was Lewandowski with the leading goal scorer in the league, by the way. 38 goals, so not obviously the 40-odd goals he scored previously, but 38 goals all the same. The guy is just insane. Look at him. He's not going down at all, is he? He's worth £10 million, but do you hang on to him and just have an understudy until he retires maybe? 516 goals in 639, 38 in 30, 41 in 36. He's got better each season, in fact. But speaking of squad, let's have a look, see how well we've all done. Lewandowski, wow, 52 goals in 48. Muani, 28 in 12 starts this is. So he was understudy, but 7 assists as well. He will be the perfect player to take over, because if he can score 28 goals now, that's just insane. Pedri, 20 and 8. Rafinha, look at that, 18 and 28. Where's Yamal? He's down here. Did get a few. Well, he only got a couple of games. He's the one to look out for. I think he'd be the perfect replacement for Rafinha, though, to be fair. But he's 29 and he's smashing it. Ferran Torres, 15 and 14. Pavlovic, 6 and 1. Araujo, defender Araujo, 5 and 14. He might have played out on the right back option, maybe. Baldi, 5 and 14 on the other side. Xavi, 10 assists, 11 assists for De Jong. Bellanova, 10 assists. Wow. And our goalkeeper, ter Stegen, he's now 34 years old. Unless he's retiring anytime soon, not yet. 53 goals conceded with 28 clean sheets. That's incredible. So going into the next season then, season number 4 actually. So what finances have we got? Wow, okay. Nearly £100 million. We should be able to, I think at this stage, look to get a replacement for ter Stegen possibly. And debt wise, it's down to £366 million. 337 of the debt remaining, but we've taken out another debt. That's just silly. But even so, £100 million going into the window. That's brilliant. We'll start with the transfers and there's one name on there that you can see. He has finally gone. He hasn't retired. He's gone over to Saudi Arabia. Lewandowski has gone for up to £10 million. He still looks fantastic. 38 years old. He's on £1.1 million per week. I mean, what a bumper payday that is. 2 goals for them already. I mean, 136 and 138 for Barcelona. Superb performance. 230 and 253 for Bayern Munich. I mean, the guy is just an absolute beast. But we couldn't hold on for him forever. We just had to let some of the youngsters take over, as much as I would have loved to keep him on. But Sergio Dest's gone out on loan. Yamal's gone out on loan. He's not going to get any game time, so I want him to improve. So hopefully we'll be back next season with Rafinha. Probably dropping off a little bit, maybe, we don't know. Pablo Torre, he's not getting much game time, 13.5 million. And Fermin as well, he's gone for 11 million. And Mike Cafe has gone to Valencia for 1.4. So our first signing then for £41 million, probably overpaid maybe. Right back, Livramento from Newcastle. Him and Bellanova could fight it out for the right back spot, but I think we're locking Livramento in for this season, see how well he does, and then they can battle it out between the pair of them next season. And from Shakhtar for £54 million, another midfielder. I felt like Xavi's doing okay, but he doesn't seem to be improving. Whether or not he's not playing in the higher position than he's probably used to, but he's doing a good job in there. But he can battle it out with Pedri for that cam spot. Sudakov, 24 years old, can come in and he'll probably battle it out with Xavi as well. He can play right, left wing as well, so he can battle it out with Ansu Fati even. So there's a lot of places up for grabs, and as you can see, he's played 2 games for us already and he looks pretty damn good. And finally from Leicester we bring in Daka. I wanted just a backup striker, somebody that isn't going to go straight into the team. We've got Moani, who's playing superb at the moment, and I want it to be like that, but Daka came on the radar. We had about £40 million to spend. We were looking at other players, but they were just at far too much, double what we had left. So we didn't really want to bankrupt the club. We're trying to get them out of debt at the same time. But 27-year-old Daka comes in just as a backup, really. And everything's gone superbly. Ignore the 22-0 one there. I just had to get another friendly in just before the season started, and yeah, that was I felt sorry for Sans in the end. But Real San Sebastian we beat 7-0 in the first game of the season. Atletico Madrid 3-0, 6-0 against Real Hispalis, and then a bizarre 2-2 draw with Granada. I don't know what happened there. We were up twice, so that confused me a little bit. The Champions League, we have been drawn against Real San Sebastian. I guess we could play against teams in the same country. Benfica, Dortmund, Apoel, Ajax, Napoli, Dinamo and Neftchi. I think that's how you pronounce it. We're currently lying third in the table alongside Sevilla and Real Madrid. We have scored a lot more goals than everybody. I don't understand why we are not top, especially when the media sees us as favourites for the league, 7-5. And once again, we've got 5 players now in the Dream 11 to Real Madrid's 6, with Courtois in goal. Wonder how old Courtois is. 34. He looks pretty good as well, doesn't he? If we could afford to bring him in, I probably would. So let's get season 4 underway. Let's see how many trophies we can bring home. And that elusive Champions League is what we really want. Season 4 comes to a close and we do not win the league. Wow. Okay, we lost by 5 points in the end to Real Madrid. We did draw a lot of games, but losses to Real San Sebastian, Sevilla. So we didn't lose to Real Madrid. Annoyingly, we beat Real Madrid and obviously drew with them. But wow, 4 points off their 6 and we still lose by 5 points. 3 draws in the last 5 games. That's what's cost us as well. But yeah, draws. I mean, Vallecano, Almeria, Valencia, Alves, Vallecano twice actually, and Granada. They're games that we should be winning. Right, let's go and see if we've won anything else. Hopefully we will have done well in the other competitions. And wow, we've won the Champions League. the only trophy that we were yet to win, and we have gone and won it. So I can forfeit the league and the other cups as long as we win the Champions League at least once this takeover. I'll be more than happy. But the main thing is we want the league, we want the Champions League, the Spanish Cup and the Super Cup all in 1 year. We want the quadruple. So let's have a look at the Champions League more closely. Top goal scorer Moani, 16 goals, superb. So if we have a look at the league phase, we finished top. Wow, that's emphatic. Alongside Man City and Newcastle. We beat Neftchi 4-0, Dinamo 4-0, Ajax 3-0, 4-1 Apoel, 3-2 Dortmund, and then we smashed Real San Sebastian 6-0. Drew with Napoli, who we beat in the final, did we? And Benfica. The next round, we didn't go in the knockout round. Round of 16, we beat Liverpool 5-3 with a 4-0 second leg victory. Wow, fantastic. We were 3-1 down in that. Amazing scenes. Quarterfinals, we beat AC Milan 2-1. Fantastic. Only just scraping through the Real Madrid smashing teams 6-1 against Juventus. Semi-final, we played Real Madrid and we beat them 3-2. Thanks to that second leg victory. And Napoli beat Arsenal. So no All-England final. And then obviously the final after extra time. And that's the first time we've won it in quite a while, since 2014-15 in fact. Wow, it's been all English clubs. Apart from Real Madrid. That is trophy Number 7, in fact. Brill. So Spanish Cup, we get knocked out in the quarterfinals. Well, we emphatically got knocked out, actually. 4-0. Who went on to win that one? It was Almeria that beat Real Madrid. And the Spanish Super Cup, we got runners-up to Real Madrid. Of course we did. Squad-wise, it looks pretty emphatic. Let's see. Wow, look at Moani. 55 goals. Did we miss Lewandowski? Probably. However, Moani stepped up to the plate. 55 goals in 55 games with 8 assists. So 63 goal contributions. That's brilliant. Ansu Fati, 18 and 18. He has stepped up. Ferran Torres, he's played quite a few games as well, actually. For 16 and 15. Vitor Roche, he got 15 and 5 out on loan. So that's pretty good for him. Pedri, 14 and 14. Rafinha, 13 and 14. And how did Livramento? 7 and 11. Is that pretty good? I don't know. Even Darwich, the 22-year-old, he looks like a very good player as well. Let's have a quick look. I mean, he could play cam midfield. He looks pretty decent, doesn't he? Barcelona definitely have got some young backups here. Frankie de Jong, 30 years old now. 2 and 13, still doing the business. Xavi, 6 and 15, even better. How did our new signing do? Sudakov, he only played 2 games. 2 and 4. Xavi obviously overrid him quite a bit then. But again, 22 years old. Not bad for a backup, the other chap though, must admit. That's brilliant. It's just not enough to win the league, unfortunately. And Stegen, 35 years old now. I think we will be looking for another goalkeeper, I reckon. He has got another year left on his contract. Would he be willing to go another year, possibly? Pina, yeah, I think we either need to offload him and bring in a different understudy. 50 goals conceded and 28 clean sheets. That's pretty decent. So next season... What? Do my eyes deceive me? £235 million in the transfer budget. Really? Oh my God. I mean, it looks like they cleared the debts, but they've still got £274 million left to pay at £5 million a month. So that's doable, but overall, the net debt, they're in the plus. Right, let's get some of the outs out first, or the outs out first. Stegen, we've let go to Newcastle for £27 million. There's a lot of wages in there. He's on to 35 years old, and I wanted to get a young goalkeeper in that is going to be his replacement. And I didn't want to leave the team as it was with aging players. Rafinha, he also goes. He goes to Manchester United for up to £53 million. There's about 200 grand a week there off the wage bill. Frankie de Jong, he's gone to PSG for 35.5. I think they've got him for 375 grand a week. We were only paying 300, so we offset an awful lot of money, about £700,000 a week just on them 3 players. Yamali's gone out on loan. He wasn't getting any game time. I want him to develop. I know we're not taking this a further season, and I would have loved to see what he does, but he just hasn't developed quick enough. Maybe it's my fault that I haven't played him. What I should have done is played him and locked him in from the start and see him develop, but we might do that another time. And Sergio Dest is gone to Galatasaray for 4.1. So first one from Atalanta for £53 million, I think it was. Giorgio Scalvini, superb, and what a spot-on replacement for Frankie de Jong, I think, personally. He just looks absolutely the biz. And I think we've just tweaked his position a little bit just to give him his maximum star rating and his development as well, I guess. But 23 years old, he could be as good as de Jong, maybe. I don't know, maybe up to you to decide that. From Toulouse, the goalkeeper, Guilherme Restes. Now, we did pay an awful lot of money on him. I wanted a replacement goalkeeper for Ter Stegen, and I think we found him. £70 million though. An awful lot of money, and he's only on 72 grand a week. We're saving a lot on wages. I think third of the wages that Ter Stegen was on. Restes comes in, and I think he's doing a fantastic job for us already. With Rafinha gone, we bring in Bargi from Bayern Munich for £120 million. What a player. 21 years old. Absolutely phenomenal player. Now we had that money in the budget, we could go and get anybody we wanted. Almost anybody, should I say. But yeah, £120 million. I think he looks absolutely superb. He scored a goal for us already in 2 appearances. And I just think he's going to go from strength to strength as well. And finally, £80 million from Brentford. We bring in Aaron Hickey to play on the right-hand side. I'm still not happy with the right-back situation we have got. Hickey can play there. We've got Baldy on the left-hand side. We've got Hickey now on the right. And our defence now should be very, very solid. So currently we're locking in Arujo because he tends to go to the right back situation when we pick out the best 11. Hickey on the right back and Bargy as an inverted winger on the right hand side. And all the rest of it just picks itself. So if we pick our best 11, see, Arujo goes to the right hand side. I don't like that at all. Restes is there. Baldy, Kunde. Bargi's there, Xavi, Scalvini. We've also got Pedri, Fati and Moani. It's a fantastic side, it really is. And to say the least, this is the first time we've gone unbeaten, I think, in the friendlies and the start of the league. We do pick up, however, our 8th trophy of this takeover in the UEFA Super Cup. We beat Sporting, who must have won the Europa League. We thrashed them 4-0. We did start the campaign in the league against Cadiz 3-1, 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, 0-0 against Real San Sebastian. I'm really surprised at that result. And Levante 6-0. The Champions League, we have been drawn against Leipzig, Bayern Munich, Newcastle, Monaco, Ajax, Arsenal, Real Madrid. No, actually, Real Madrid's in the Super Cup semi-final, sorry. Salzburg, Astana. I don't see any reason why we should not progress and defend our title. We are currently 2nd in the table behind Real Madrid, who are 4 for 4 at the moment after beating Girona, Vigo, Mallorca and Vallecano. And the preview has us 5-4 to win the league now. 9-5 for Real Madrid, Valencia behind with Atletico Madrid. This could be another great season. Hopefully we can wrestle the title back from Real Madrid after them winning it last season. And then we can go on and win the quadruple. That will be the dream this season. Season 5 comes to a close, and to add to the Super Cup earlier on this season, we go on and win trophy number 2 for the season. Barcelona have won the league yet again for the 4th time this rebuild. Fantastic run of games towards the end. Real Madrid kind of lost it a little bit. We win by the 1 point, but they lost 2 games in the last 5, which probably cost them no less. But we lost 4 games. We lost to Villarreal, Real San Sebastian, Atletico and Valencia. We didn't lose to Real Madrid. Did we beat them? We beat them 4-0 in 1 game. Wow, so that means we must have drew with them, which we did 1-1. That's trophy number 9, I think. Muani, 30 goals for the season, leading goal scorer. He also gets 3rd best player of the league. Bargy and Baldy, most assists for ourselves. Bellingham, wow, 18. Restes, most assists. He gets the Golden Glove this season. What a fantastic goalkeeper to replace ter Stegen. The question is, did we win anything else? So let's have a look. And wow, okay, there's a lot of winners in here. So we win the Spanish Cup, we got runners up in the Super Cup, but we did retain the Champions League. We beat PSG 2-1 after extra time. Fantastic stuff. So let's work our way backwards then. So the group phase, we came 3rd with wins over Astana 8-0, Salzburg 1-0, Ajax 1-0, Monaco by the odd goal. Bayern Munich we beat 3-1 and 3-0 against Leipzig. We drew against Arsenal and Newcastle, but remained unbeaten. PSG were unbeaten as well. Did they play any of the teams that we did? No. Who did the draw with? Newcastle and Arsenal like we did. Real Madrid finished 6th as well. Osman's leading goal scorer with Muani, 12 goals apiece. Round of 16, we disposed of Nice, winning 5-3 thanks to a 4-0 victory in the second leg. Quarterfinals, we only just got past Dortmund 1-0. And the semi-finals, again, just got by Arsenal 4-3 thanks to a 1-0 home victory, I think it was. The Spanish Cup, who did we beat? Real San Sebastian 4-0. And Muani, top goal scorer. Oh, Restes didn't get... well, he got joint Golden Glove. 11 trophies this takeover. That is really, really good. If we have a look at our squad as well... and 51 goals with 13 assists from Muani. That is absolutely superb for the 29-year-old now. Pedri, who's only 25, 23 and 17. Fati, 23 and 14. Bargy, 20 and 26 assists. That is absolutely amazing. And 15 and 8 for Torres, 11 and 2 for Roque as well. He got some game time. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double figures, with 4 getting 20 and above, and just Mawani. I mean, that is just phenomenal. 51 goals. Stand up and take a bow. Assist-wise, 26 Bargi. Baldi got 17. Pedri got 17. 14 for Fati. Mawani with 13. Scavani with 12. And Xavi with 11. How did Hickey do? 59 games. Oh, not as well, though. I'm surprised at that. 8 assists. But 50 goals conceded by Restes in 62. With 30 clean sheets. It's got to be some sort of record, surely. The question is also, did we clear the debt? I mean, they're giving us loads of money. I mean, a net debt of 135 million. Probably believe that is a plus. It's not in the red, that's for sure. There is a transfer debt of £7 million, but that's by the by. I'm not really bothered about that small change. So, like we do with most of our rebuilds, let's have a quick look, see if we actually broke any records in this 5 years. Nothing of note so far. It's going to be pretty difficult to break some records, I think. Highest gate receipts, 4.87 million against Newcastle. Just gone. Average highest attendance, 93,000. Yeah, I was going to say million then. Biggest win, no, nothing there. Messi, most goals by player in the season, 73. Yeah, we got nowhere near that, did we really? Messi's done wonders. Highest average rating, Moani, 7.51. Yamal's the youngest player. Fastest goal, 28 seconds by Xavi against Espanyol in the 2025 season. Most assists by a player in the season, 28 by Rafinha. Most clean sheets by a player, Restes, just gone, 30, which is phenomenal. Most player of the match awards by Lewandowski, 12. And youngest goal scorer, Yamal, at 16 years, 53 days. Fantastic stuff. And anything here? No, we didn't break anything there either. And highest fee paid was for Coutinho in 2018, £137 million. So that's where we're going to leave it. We did manage it in the end to win 11 trophies, and that makes 31 now first division titles. Absolutely superb. 33 times the Spanish Cup as well. Champions League 7 times now. It's been a very, very good takeover overall. So if you did enjoy that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to see more of this, let me know down in the comments who you would like to see rebuilt next. Probably a big giant if you want to see how many trophies we can win. So Barcelona at the minute, 11 trophies. Can we take a big giant and beat that as well? Maybe we might do a Real Madrid once and see what happens. But yeah, it's been a challenging transfer windows to start off with, but it did get easier the last couple of seasons. So like I say, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Smash that like button, and we'll see you next time on the next rebuild.